I seen somewhere that you, when you was dealing with No ID, that you actually met Nas, and Nas said he liked your music.
Yeah,
How was that?
that shit was dope. Man, then I said that, man, that's the first day I ever got starstruck. Feel me, like a little kid or some shit. It was cool though, like it's more than cool. It was an honor, you know what I'm saying? Like just to have you like an icon to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really listen to rap and shit. I'm sure that a lot of people really listen to rap. So like I grew up kind of like listening to him, you know what I'm saying? And so like I idolize what Dog's been able to do in his longevity. So just to be in the same room, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a bunch of people and shit, you know what I'm saying? It's just and for him to like, yeah, man, I fuck with what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit just like it stuck with me to this day. You know what I'm saying? It's a dope thing. That's for another reason, another way or another realm of motivation that I use. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, dog, another a rapper can't really tell me shit if Nas told me I was dope. That's real life. Yeah, you can't really tell me shit.
Back in 2012, Complex Magazine named you one of the top artists in Chicago to look out for. What's your take on that?
I appreciate the look. And right at that time, Chicago was buzzing like crazy. So it was a whole wave that was coming here, and so like I felt like a lot of the wave I had like damn near wasn't a part of. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a part of it, but then it was like I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And so like for Complex to even recognize what I was doing at that time, I was appreciative of it. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a moment in history. You know what I'm saying? That whole year, people still eating and reliving that year. You know what I'm saying? Like off that year. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the reason why so many more people here, you know what I'm saying, looking like eyes on people from Chicago is because of like what happened that year. The whole like industry got busted open.
Off that year.
Yeah.
So that brings me back to that too, because around that time is when you got your deal too with Universal. Now, can you explain to me the whole situation with you getting your deal with Universal and then you parting ways with them?
Yeah. I got signed by them. It was like literally by chance. Like I had taken a trip out to LA and like I was there really to see No ID. And I was there for like 3 days. No ID was rocking with my music at the time. And this was like 2011, September, October, some shit like that. And um, while I was out there, the producer I was rocking with at the time, his name was Extreme, and so like he just so happened to be like speaking to somebody who was a mutual friend of an A&R that was working at the time at Sony. His name was Naeem, and so like my music was playing in the background while they on the phone. And so he's like, man, who, you know what I'm saying? Whose music is that? He's like, yeah, she was like, yeah, this is my friend's artist. You know what I'm saying? He's from Chicago. His name's YP. He's out here to see No ID. He's like, oh yeah, he's out to see No ID. You know how that go. Somebody find out. Somebody listening to somebody else's music. They want to find out why, so they want to hear the music. So, bam, he was like, man, send me the music. Bam, I shipped him the music, and like, man, like 2 months later, they had me out there. Like he was at the time he was working for Sony, and uh, the man L.A. Reid had what was the show, X Factor or something like that going on. Yeah, he had like a bunch of kids, like yeah, it was like a kid rapper, and then it was like I don't know, it was like a talent thing going on. But at the same time, he was running Sony. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know. And when you out there in LA and them labels, bro, it's like musical chairs. So I came back to the crib like in November. Yeah, like November or December. He was like, man, I'm gonna call you in January. You know what I'm saying? When the books reopen. Man called me, stayed true to his word, called me like January like 10th or something like that. He was like, man, I don't even work for Sony no more. I work for Universal Republic. My name out here. I just presented your music and we want to rock. We want to rock with you. You know what I'm saying? I was on the next flight back from. I was on the next flight out from Chicago to LA, and that's how everything started. You feel me? So then they had presented my music, then I got signed. I had signed to them, and man, I recorded the album or whatever. I recorded the album for them, but it like just never came out. I fulfilled what I had to my obligation or whatever, and like then we just went out, like, I guess we just went our separate ways, you know what I'm saying? At one point, they just told me it was a amicable split. One day, they just stopped paying for flights. You feel me? So, shit, I had to come back to the crib. Like, it just was what it was. You know what I'm saying? They was like, man, we don't owe you no money. You don't owe us any money. You feel me? I'm like, all right, for sure then, no problem. Shit, I just been chilling, you know what I'm saying, and been cool. So I was all right by the time I got back to the crib. You feel me? Well, for the most part, and then got to do what I had to do. But you know what I'm saying? Like it was a decent situation for me. I ain't. It was a good experience to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to do a bunch of songs and got to have a bunch of resources that I use to this day. Like man, you know what I'm saying? I recorded songs with Terrence Martin. You know what I'm saying? My dog, like that's who rock with Kendrick on his last joint. You know what I'm saying? And the joints before that, like you know what I'm saying? So like I was around greatness. I got songs with Hit Boy. So every time I'm out there in LA, it's nothing for me when I see Hit Boy. What's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? Let's knock out something. You know what I'm saying? Or it's just the experience was priceless. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to trade it for nothing. But that was a part of the whole wave of 2012. It was just happening. They was coming in and scooping quick. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they could find.